Hello and welcome back to CEO.CA's Inside the Boardroom. My name is James Fathom, and today I'm excited to be joined by Adam O'Brien back on the show to talk about Bitcoin well. Adam, it's great to see you again.
Hey James, great to be back.
So for people who didn't catch your first interview, can we kick things off with a quick recap of the company, the elevator pitch, and especially why your self-custody approach to Bitcoin is so unique?
Bitcoin Well exists to enable independence. That's the mission. That's what drives and is kind of the filter for every decision. And we do that by making it easy to use Bitcoin. We call it the convenience of modern banking, right? Modern banking is very good. Tap your phone, send money to your friends, pay your bills, have your paychecks deposited, but with the benefits of Bitcoin. And the benefits of Bitcoin, for sure, as an investment, are that the number goes up. But the true benefit to Bitcoin is that you can hold it and actually control the value.
So, I mean, you mentioned the value there, number goes up. Since we last spoke, Bitcoin has held pretty steadily. I mean, a little up and then resurgence back over 69,000 US dollars today. What's sentiment in the market like? I know you were recently at a Bitcoin conference. What's the mood like in the industry?
Yeah, it's strong. I mean, obviously, whenever Bitcoin goes up, everyone that's been, kind of suffering through a bear market feels very vindicated, feels very good. From my perspective, this is kind of expected. I think that Bitcoin is programmed to increase in value or protect the value that you have. And I think it's performing as expected.
And you put out your financial statements recently. You saw a 30% revenue growth. Can you tell us where is this revenue growth coming from? What are the key sources?
The Bitcoin portal is driving revenue right now. We've had tremendous growth in the Bitcoin portal. Looking at just even in Q1, January, we did 1.5 million on the Bitcoin portal. And in March, we did 4.5 million on the Bitcoin portal. So definitely the portal is what's driving growth. It is this scalable product now live in Canada and the US, which gives us ample opportunity to take advantage when number goes up.
And so your revenue up 30%, profit or gross profit up 11%. What's that difference between them? Why are we seeing such a jump in revenue and a slightly smaller jump in profit?
Yeah, it's because of the product mix. So Bitcoin Well has two different business units. We have the Bitcoin ATMs, which are lower revenue, lower scalability, but much higher margin. And then we have the Bitcoin portal, which is high scale, high growth, lower margin. And so as the Bitcoin portal continues to grow, we will see our average gross margin decrease a little bit, but that should be more than offset due to the scalability and larger increases in revenue.
And we've seen EBITDA and cash flow kind of hovering around the neutral mark. What are you projecting for the rest of the year? And is there a sense of when those might turn positive?
Yeah, definitely keen. And we're working to get these into the positive realm. I think that once we pop over that zero line, it's going to be kind of all hands on deck all shoots pushing forward with the company. I think that right now, as we continue to grow, we're continuing to invest in ourselves. We're continuing to market the business. We've achieved a very, very low customer acquisition cost. And so balancing all these things is kind of where the company's at. But we definitely expect things this year to turn positive, which is fantastic.
Yeah, always a very exciting time to be at a company when you're approaching that threshold. I want to talk a little bit beyond just the financials, but in terms of the underlying fundamentals. Where are you seeing the kind of key areas of user growth and revenue growth ultimately? And what's your strategy for user acquisition through these two different channels you mentioned, the ATMs and the portal?
Yeah, I think that right now is the good time and is the best time to kind of start coupling this ecosystem we've been talking about. Bitcoin Well has this unique differentiator from every other Bitcoin platform in the world, in that we've got our Bitcoin ATMs and we've got our Bitcoin portal, and both serve different customers and both have different pros and different cons. Obviously, buying Bitcoin online is going to be a little bit more convenient. However, it comes with a lot more requirements up front from the customer. With our Bitcoin ATMs, we've just launched a service called Cash Vouchers, and this allows a brand new customer to get exposure to Bitcoin very, very simply without needing to go through all of the strenuous identity verification checks within a certain dollar limit. This is because of the nature of cash, because of the nature that cash cannot be withdrawn or cash cannot be clawed back like a digital payment. And so the fraud risk is much, much lower to the company. Little things like this and kind of coupling the ecosystem, the Bitcoin Well ecosystem, that once again make it easy to use Bitcoin similar to a modern bank. You think about your modern bank account, you've got some ATMs, you've got some ability to send money to your friends, you've got some ability to maybe send money internationally, what have you. Bitcoin Well and the ecosystem of Bitcoin Well is forging down this path to do the same thing.
Great. Thank you so much for that overview, Adam. I think just to wrap up, can you give us a sense of where do you see Bitcoin Well at the end of this year, and you're looking ahead maybe 3 to 5 years from now? What's the vision for Bitcoin Well long term?
Yeah, Bitcoin Well is designed to be a multi-country independence company. And when I think about Bitcoin Well, the public company, I think of it like this top line kind of, I've been calling it the Bitcoin super company. And that Bitcoin super company has many different subcos underneath it. Today, it's Bitcoin ATMs, it's the Bitcoin portal, but down the line, I'm talking media, education, remittance, merchant services, payments, peer-to-peer. There's a whole whack of services that we can be offering that look a lot like a bank, but give people the protection and the benefits that Bitcoin offers them. So certainly this year, I plan on expanding the company into more jurisdictions through certain product lines. But then over 3, 5, and even a broader outlook, you can expect to see more and more business units that give people the ability to be independent.
Well, Adam, always great to hear from you and excited to see what comes from Bitcoin Well over the rest of the year. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Amazing. Thanks, James. Have a great day.